Coach, are we winning games but losing at home? Welcome to Timeout Talks, Coaching with Christ. My name is Andrew Grants. I'm a former coach. I'm now with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes here in Southeast Indiana. And let's be real for a second. The season is a grind. Look, we spend a lot of times with long practices, film sessions, breaking down film at home, late nights, and really the one that gets you at home, a lot of weekends gone. And we keep telling ourselves, it's just for a season. It's just for a short time. But then next thing you know, the off season comes and now you're planning for the next year and you're planning for your summer and you're making sure your players are coming back and you're checking in with them and you're doing off season workouts. And really what you thought was just going to be a season of you not spending time with your family ends up happening year round. Let me put it this way. Do you sometimes give your best energy to your team, your best focus to your team, your best efforts to your team, and then your spouse just gets the leftovers? There's a verse, a couple of them, that bring that into focus for us. Ephesians 5:33, it says, "Each one of you must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband." And then in Genesis 2:24, it just reminds us that we're to leave everything and become one. Coach, your role as the leader of your home is far more important than the leadership of a sports team. If our home isn't healthy, eventually it shows up in how we coach. Our patience, our tone, our leadership. It's all going to be stretched thin if our home is not in order. And if we're honest, how often can we be more intentional and more focused on coaching and caring for our team than we actually care for our number one teammate? I sit here and I tell you this as someone who has made these mistakes. I remember one year we got into basketball season and just full force, and I was just totally focused on it. And we had a holiday tournament coming up for our basketball team, and my wife and I, we decided, since I was going to be busy during the Christmas, during Christmas week, that we were going to celebrate Christmas the Sunday before, so almost a week early. And we had set that, and we were going to exchange presents before I had to travel and leave with the team and do all that. And we woke up that Sunday morning before, and it was nice. I woke up, and I come out into the living room, and my wife is there to greet me, and she gives me my Christmas present. The only problem is that I had nothing for her. I was so focused and so locked in on preparing my team for this upcoming holiday tournament, I completely forgot that we were celebrating Christmas the Sunday before, and I had no gift for my wife. Now, by the grace of God, she forgave me. She wasn't happy, nor would I be, but she forgave me. We could joke about that now, but man, am I an idiot. And man, am I so thankful to still be married, because that was a major, major screw up on my part. But here's the reality of it. I was spending all this time in my head focused on what I thought, maybe not even what I thought, but just the what I was placing as the most important thing. I was putting all my time, all my effort, all my energy on trying to lead my team and win basketball games, that I totally neglected my number one teammate, the person that God has put in my life to do life with. So let's get practical here. How can you guys and you women that are listening to this not make the same mistakes that I did and get so focused in on your sport that we totally don't prioritize the person that we are called to love the most? So I want to give you 3 things today. Here's number 1. Number 1 is just simply this: pray together. It's so impactful. It's huge. Studies and surveys, they consistently report that less than 1% of couples that pray together, less than 1%. Think about that. The national average, about 50%, less than 1% that pray together, end in divorce. Here's the kind of scary part of this, though, is that about only 4 to 11% of couples pray together consistently. So what does that mean? That means that a lot of people don't do it. It's rare, but when they do, it's so impactful. I mean, think about it. Of course it is. When we put God at the center of our relationship, of course it's going to flourish and do well. Number 2, put the phone away. Put a different coach in charge every night of taking care of team emergencies. Now, again, this one was a hard one for me. Number 1, if parents want to contact you, set your office hours. Set a time frame that they can have conversations with you as a coach and honor that time. You're giving the parents the time to talk, to meet, to connect with you as a coach. But it's going to be during your parameters so that you can step away and you can be fully focused and invested into your family. Give an assistant coach. Take turns, rotate it just for emergency purposes only, for just your athletes. Like if your athlete needs something, they need an emergency, let your players know, hey, Monday nights is the head coach's night. If you need anything, I'm on deck. Give me a call. Hey, Tuesday night, that's our head assistant. That's his night. So you as the head coach can take the time off and be with your family while someone else is in charge of it. Again, only for emergencies, but set that parent time just during your office hours. And then number 3, don't stop dating your spouse. Go out on dates, because here's the reality of it. I know for me as a coach, I love planning out my schedule. I love planning out my practice schedule and what it was going to look like for the season. And I really like to plan out those first 3 weeks, because those first 3 weeks was installing our system. And so not only were the first 3 weeks practices planned out, but like down to the minute, like what drills we were going to do and how we were going to get our system installed. I mean, I spent a lot of time because I wanted our season to get off to an intentional, impactful start. Here's the reality of it, though. Did I ever spend that much time and effort planning a date with my wife? No. I'll go as far back even to say that when we were dating and I was coaching in college, that we would be out on a date, I would schedule it, but in the car ride on the way to the restaurant, I'd be on the phone talking to recruits. Now you go, well, why would you do that? Well, because if I don't get the recruit, I'll lose my job. And so the pressures of it are real. I'm not diminishing that. I'm not saying that this is easy. I've been in there, I've experienced, and I understand the pressure of that and how easy it is to fall into that trap. What I'm saying, though, is just set aside that intentional time that when you take your spouse, or like you were when we were dating, like if you take your boyfriend or girlfriend out on a date, that everything else for that next hour to 2 hours, however long it is shut off, and you are totally focused on the number 1 person that God has called into your life, your spouse. A godly spouse, a strong relationship, a home that is in order, those are all blessings from the Lord. In Scripture, it says, Proverbs 18:22, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. That means that your marriage is not something that's holding you back. Your marriage is something that God gave to strengthen us, to strengthen you. God designed marriage to be a partnership. 2 people building, supporting, and sharpening one another. So that's why I want to share something really exciting that we have coming up through our FCA here in Indiana. It's called a Coach's Timeout. It's a marriage retreat, and it's specifically for coaches and their spouses because, listen, life gets demanding, the season gets demanding, and sometimes we just need to step away and we need to reset and refocus our hearts and our minds on the relationship that matters the most in our home. If you'd like to join us, it's happening June 12th through the 14th at the Fort Harrison Inn in Indianapolis, Indiana. Look, it's a chance to reinvest relationally, to rest meaningfully, and to renew spiritually. Coach, this is not about adding more to your plate. Listen, I get it. Us coaches, we are maxed out on our time. That's not what this is. This is a chance to strengthen the foundational relationship, the most important one that you have, and that is between you, your spouse, and the Lord. If you'd like to join us for that, scan the QR code that should be on the screen right now, And that'll take you right to our sign-up page. We do have some scholarship opportunities available. You can reach out to myself if you would like to learn more about that. But with that being said, here's the truth. We are not called to be perfect coaches. We are not called to be perfect spouses. But we are called to put Christ at the center of our marriage. So I want to know from you, Coach, what's one thing that you can start doing this upcoming week to invest in your marriage? Share it. I want other coaches to read it. I want us coaches to be helping each other out. And if you like this Timeout Talk, please share it as well. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you June 12th through the 14th at the Fort Harrison Inn for our Coaches Timeout.